Hey guys, welcome to episode 4 of my New York Knicks My League series here on NBA 2K15. And you just saw we just made a big trade sending Iman Shumpert, Andrea Bargnani, Shane Larkin, and a 2017 first round pick or whatever year that was in exchange for Kenneth Faried, JaVale McGee, and Gary Harris. I believe that we have a lot of pretty much wings or twos, like shooting guards that we could play a lot, like Shumpert, Hardaway, Smith. So I decided to get rid of Shumpert, and because I'm rather go with the younger guy Hardaway, because I believe he has more talent because he could shoot better. Even though Shumpert's a great defender, Hardaway could score way better than Shumpert can. And I kept Smith just because Smith can shoot. He can't play defense, but when you need a three, Smith usually comes through. And we did get Kenneth Faried, and Kenneth Faried will be starting. And actually, in this game, Carmelo Anthony is hurt. He's out for, I believe, 2 weeks with like a leg injury, so you won't see him in this game, but he'll be in the next game. And we are taking on the Milwaukee Bucks, and this Bucks team was starting out pretty good. It's already a 12-5 lead. And giving up Andrea Bargnani for JaVale McGee was pretty much a 50-50 trade for both teams. Same amount of salary cap. I think they're both making $12 million a year, so it really didn't affect that. And then we gave up Shane Larkin for pretty much Gary Harris. Like, those two guys were involved too. And look at Kenneth Faried here with the dunk in the first quarter. Like I was saying, Shane Larkin's our third-string point guard behind Calderon and Prigioni, so he wasn't getting too much playing time there. And then Harris will pretty much be the third-string shooting guard, or can play some small forward actually, but he can also shoot the ball as well. And then the first round pick we put in didn't matter because the series is only for 1 year until we get a good draft class. And then, like I said, I will be starting up my 76ers My League series. So we are already down by 10 here in the first. Gary Harris is going to throw a bad pass, and up the floor is Giannis Antetokounmpo. I think how do you pronounce his last name? I might have butchered it right there, but he's like that Greek freak that grew like 8 inches in like his last year of high school or something like that, and he's a beast pretty much. So now we're down by 12, but JaVale McGee is going to get the nice post move with about 24 seconds to go. And the final shot of the quarter is a Gary Harris, pretty much wide open too, and he doesn't get it to go. So the first quarter does end, and we are down by 10 on the road. And we're going to have to play better defense and offense, but we are without our leading scorer, Carmelo Anthony, this game. But with Kenneth Faried, we should be able to do better. So Kenneth Faried right here, speaking of him, he's going to get a pretty crazy layup inside to cut it to an 8-point game. And John Henson right here, the former UNC Tar Heel, is throwing it down over Jason Smith, and it's a 10-point lead for the Bucks. But Calderon is coming up the floor now. Calderon, he's going to drive, and he's going to kick it out to Hardaway for 3. And Tim Hardaway Jr. with the 3, and it is a 7-point lead now for the Bucks. Now an 8-point lead. Brandon Knight, he's going to find O.J. Mayo back to Knight. Now Knight, he gets a pick. Knight pulls up for the jump shot, and he gets it to go. The former Kentucky Wildcat is going to cause the Knicks to take a timeout. Now we're down by 10. Hardaway, a sweep bounce pass to Kenneth Faried. And oh my god, Kenneth Faried with the monstrous jam. And now O.J. Mayo is going to have to force to chuck up a 3, but John Henson with the offensive board and makes it a 12-point lead for the Bucks. Hardaway at the top of the key, puts on a move, kicks out to J.R. Smith for 3, and it's good. J.R. Smith cuts this lead to 9. It's a 12-point lead for the Bucks now, but Smith again from 3, and it is good. Back-to-back threes by J.R. Smith. Down by 11 now, O.J. Mayo driving. O.J. Mayo with the move. Awful defense by Clay Anthony earlier. That might have been Salem Downbear. I think that was Salem Downbear. And he was just looking for a charge, but that's just awful D. Travis Allen with the rebound. Outlet to Calderon. Now to Smith. Smith to Dallenberg. Great ball movement. And Dallenberg gets a jump shot to go, and it's a 11-point game. Now we're down by 13 for Reed driving. Fareed's going to post up Henson. The up and under to perfection. And it is now an 11-point game with a minute and change to go in the second. So an 11-point game. J.R. Smith's driving. J.R. Smith pulls up from 3, and it is good, and it is now an 8-point Bucks lead. 40 seconds left. We have the ball. J.R. Smith driving. J.R. Smith, he finds Kenneth Faried on a great pass, and Kenneth Faried with the dunk, and it's a 6-point Bucks lead now. So a 6-point lead. O.J. Mayo off the screen, and he gets the jump shot to go, so now it's an 8-point Bucks lead. Final 10 seconds of the quarter. J.R. Smith with the jumper, and it's no good. Sanders with the rebound, and Brandon Knight's going to take a half-court shot with 1 second to go, and it is no good. So we are heading into halftime, down by 8 here on the road in Milwaukee. And the goal of this series is to win the NBA Finals in this 1 year. So it doesn't matter how many trades I make or signings. we are going to try to win the finals this year. So right here, we're going to give up pretty much a nice layup to John Henson, and now it's a 10-point Bucks lead. Hardaway driving now. Hardaway finds Amari, and Amari gets the inside layup to go. So now we're down by 10. Hardaway on the key for 3, and it is good. Tim Hardaway cuts us to a 7-point Bucks lead. Prigioni bringing up the ball now. Prigioni finds Hardaway. Hardaway pump fakes. Hardaway's driving. He finds Amari. Amari with the jump shot, and it is good. And it's a 3-point Bucks lead now. Now it's a 5-point Bucks lead. Hardaway's driving. Hardaway kicks it to McGee to Gary Harris from 3, and it is good. The former Michigan State Spartan is cutting this lead down to 2. 55-53 now Bucks. Brandon Knight is going to break Prigioni's ankles, and he's going to get the nice contact layup to go, and now we're down by 4. Well, now we're down by 2, and we are going to give up a post fadeaway, you should say, to Jared Dudley, and now Jared Dudley has the ball now. Jared Dudley bringing it out. He's driving now, pulls up, and it is blocked by McGee. McGee with the board. He kicks it up to Hardaway. Hardaway to Harris. Harris with the drive, and Harris gets the layup to go, and it's now a 2-point Bucks lead now. A 3-point Bucks lead now. Hardaway's driving. Hardaway, he kicks it to Fareed. Fareed pump fakes. Fareed drives. Fareed posting up a smaller defender. Up and under. And again, Kenneth Fareed is going off this game, and it's a 1-point Bucks lead. We have the chance to take the lead, and we're just going to do just that. Kenneth Fareed with the reverse slam on a great assist. And Gary Harris to Kenneth Fareed, former teammates, now teammates on the Knicks. And we are up by 1. Now let's go up by 3 with a Gary Harris jumper. 25 seconds to go here in the third. We get our first lead of the game, 66-63, but Giannis Antetokounmpo with the 3, and it's now 66-66. So we're in the fourth quarter now, and it starts off with an O.J. Mayo layup to give the Bucks back the lead. J.R. Smith driving in a sweet pass to Kenneth Fareed. You don't see great passes out of J.R. Smith, but when you do, it's nice. Now Kenneth Fareed in the post. He kicks it out to Clay Anthony early from 3, and it is good, and we are all tied up at 71 now. Now, Kenneth Fareed playing good defense, but John Henson is just going crazy this game. And now it's a 4-point Bucks lead. Pick and roll here by the Knicks. Calderon with a sweep behind the back pass to Amari Stoudemire. If you rewatch that, you'll see how nice of a pass Calderon just made. Down by 2, 6 minutes and 38 to go in the fourth. Mayo finds Henson, and somehow John Henson got that and one. I don't know how, and it's now a 7-point Bucks lead. J.R. Smith driving. J.R. Smith misses the layup down there with the rebound. Kicks out to Calderon. Pump fake. Steps back. Calderon with the long 2. And it is good. Jose Calderon with the jumper. We're down by 5. Brandon Knight driving. Pulls up. And he gets the jump shot right in JaVale McGee's face. Now we're down by 7. 5-point game now. 2 minutes and 20 seconds to go. Bucks with the ball. Henson. He finds Brandon Knight. And Brandon Knight is going to get the shot over J.R. Smith. And it's a 7-point Bucks lead now. Still a 7-point lead. McGee, he's going to find, I believe, Hardaway to J.R. Smith, who misses the dunk, but McGee bails him out. It was great ball movement until Smith missed the dunk. But now we are down by 5, but make that 7 on the Brandon Knight layup. And this game might be just over. So we're down by 9. But Smith with a great pass to Hardaway, and now we're down by 7. So we need a couple of threes now. KJ Middleton, I believe, has the ball now. Kicks it out to Brandon Knight. Brandon Knight with a move. He's going to have to shoot it. He does. And it's no good. McGee with the board. Up court to Hardaway. Hardaway pulls up from 3. And it is good. Tim Hardaway Jr. And now it's a 6-point lead. Kenneth Fareed here with the dunk. And now it is a 4-point Bucks lead. So we're going to need a 3 here from Smith. He gets a pretty good look, but it is no good. We're going to be forced to foul, and we're going to end up losing this game 96-90 on the road here against the Bucks. So the first 3 games of this series, we lose all of them. But we were without Melo in this game, and I believe when we get Melo back, we will be a much better team. And like I said, John Henson went off 21 points, 10 rebounds, 8 double-double, 10 from 11 from the line. And our leading scorer, you'll see in a second, and he was Kenneth Fareed, 26 points, 12 from 14 from the field. Hardaway with 17 points. McGee and Smith followed with 11, and Amari with 9. So that was it for the video. I hope you guys enjoyed. Don't forget to leave a like if you enjoyed, and subscribe if you want to see more. And I'll see you guys in the next video.